Oh, hi! Hi friends, welcome to my new video. We have a beautiful day today. At least for most people, I'm not a big fan of summer. But I still made a cup of hot cacao, so I guess I have some really bad self-destructive tendencies. Today I would like to make some new cute clay stuff and talk about my mental health, so this video will probably be a little heavy, so please, if you struggle at the moment and it's hard for you to listen to other people's mental health issues, then please don't feel bad causing this video and just waiting for the next one. Because I have actually been struggling a lot in the past few months, so this video is not going to be wholesome and happy. But I'm still gonna create some cool stuff, okay? But you've been warned. I'm still talking and I didn't drink anything, and the whipping cream is just gone. So now, let's get some sculpting done. I can't wait.
I've always had trouble grasping this world concept. It's not that I'm trying to be different or exceptional, because with too many people living in this world, you can never really be that special, and that's a fact. You can only be yourself. I just never understood what was the point of the normal life most people live. And I'm not talking about a normal, nice, slow life. I'm talking about the modern world of unbearable workload, expectations, never-ending hustle, and trying to be better than other people. Not better inside, but better looking on the outside. I feel like it's not really important how you feel, but rather how other people view you and your life. It's a shame to show your weakness, because once you do, nobody is going to idolize you so much anymore. But why does it even matter? For most of my life, I dreamt of living a life that wasn't like that. I didn't want to be a part of this society, and still, I ended up being a sad, frustrated, and suffering person. Not really because this world influenced me so much, but because I didn't know any different than traumas and suffering, and I was never able to heal from them.
So I just put the worry stones in the oven, and when they are finished I will paint a little cat paws on them, which I think will be really cute, and I will definitely use one of them for myself because I really need it. But now I'm gonna do some more cleaning. I have already cleaned for like 3 hours today, which is more than usual because doing chores is especially hard for me. So I'm quite proud of myself, to be honest. And then I will probably read a book or play a game. I'm not sure yet. It's still really hard for me to just relax and stop doing things that are supposed to have some kind of purpose, because resting and relaxing is obviously not good enough reason for me, and I really need to work on that. I'm reading Anne of Green Gables now. I really loved the TV show. I mean, I only watched 2 seasons, but I'm a big fan of it. And the book is honestly really similar. Like, sometimes the TV show is so much different from the book and people are upset about it, but Anne with an E is very similar to the actual book. So that's a good thing, I would say. And I love the illustration. It's so perfect, look at it! If I told you I didn't buy the book for the cover, I'd lie. I just love it so much.
I'm not going to describe in detail everything that's happened to me because I don't want your pity. I only want to be transparent about myself because for me it's an important part of creating honest content and for people to be able to relate to my struggles. I don't want people to idolize me because they only see the best parts of my days. Looking back, my life has been pretty sad since my mom passed away from cancer when I was 12. I mean, it's been sad even before that because I had to watch her be in pain, but at least she was able to give me enough love to know good from bad. And since she passed, things were mostly bad. I have to move in with my father who never lived with us because my parents were divorced. I've had to live through 6 years of physical, verbal and mental abuse, which was much worse than the fact that my mom wasn't there anymore. And although I cut him off eventually when I was old enough, those years put me in a survival mode, making me create unhealthy coping mechanisms, views on the world, fears, and falling down the rabbit hole of mental health issues. Depression, anxiety, panic attacks, fear of authority, not being able to sustain a job, trust issues, CPTSD, social anxiety, and a need to isolate myself because I began to hate people. I would really like to say that he ever apologized to me, but he never did. And he never will, because he was always convinced other people were to blame, and nothing was ever his fault. Once I managed to make money from home, I locked myself inside my own head and created a comfort zone that I haven't been able to leave for years now. I also realized that my life has been very complicated thanks to undiagnosed ADHD. Having no family, I had no other choice than to get by on my own. Nobody to help, to go for advice to lift me up when I was at my lowest. I've started to take meds for my depression and anxiety 8 years ago. Tried to stop taking it many times but haven't been able to due to relapses. I've made a few bad decisions too because of my previous bad mental state. I got into toxic relationships that hurt me even more, took drugs that caused me to have a bad trip I was recovering from for 2 whole years, and I moved so much I can't even count how many times that was, probably around 30. I've been struggling a lot financially since I never really succeeded with any of my businesses. But lately, I've been realizing I can't live like this anymore. No doctor was ever able to help me other than prescribing me pills, and I can't afford therapy. And I feel like after my whole life, I'm slowly starting to gain strength and will to start building a new life, even though I'm almost 30, and I feel like I wasted all of my life and potential. I'm realizing that the most important thing is to know myself and to do the hard inner work I've been avoiding for my whole life.
It's 3 p.m. I just finished cleaning and I've had enough. The temperatures are crazy. It's like 33 degrees and it's only end of June. I can't imagine what it's gonna look like the whole summer. But anyway, I changed the sheets, I cleaned the litter box, I cleaned our toilet, and it feels like I've done so much more, but really it's not a lot. I still have so much to do, but I will just do it tomorrow because I still have to vacuum and clean the floors and a lot of other stuff, but I still need to finish the Worry Stone, so nope, I'm not gonna clean anymore today. Like I said, I've had enough. I'm dying. I'm so hot. I'm so hot. And I'm happy that I don't have to clean anymore for today. I think it's the reason that my boyfriend went away for a few days that I'm able to finally clean, because I'm not really sure why, but when he's here, I'm not really able to do much. Even though he goes to work every day, but I don't know, it's like I probably already said in this video, I have ADHD. So when I'm doing anything, all it takes for me to stop is someone talking to me. It's as little as this for me to stop focusing on the thing I'm doing at the moment. And the same goes for cleaning, for cooking, for working, for creating, literally anything. So I really think it's because he's not here that I'm able to do quite a lot, which is kind of sad. And I feel a little guilty saying this, but you know, it's not because I don't want him here. It's just that it's easy for me to do stuff when I'm by myself. So now let's finish the worry stones.
There are a lot of quotes on not being responsible for your trauma, but being fully responsible for healing it. And although I totally hate it, it's a pure fact. Nobody's ever going to do the work for you, however nice it would be. I would love to just wake up one day and realize I'm no longer scared to go outside, I'm not overreacting to every little thing, and living inside my head is not pure hell. But that's not gonna happen, and we all know that. I think my biggest mistake was always reading self-help books and knowing all about self-care, self-love, meditation, shadow work, manifesting, and all of those helpful stuff, but not applying them. I never did the work. I probably just simply assumed that knowing what to do will be enough without actually doing anything. I can do the work for a few days and then I always fall back into my old habits. For example, my biggest coping mechanism is spending my life in front of my computer screen. Working, procrastinating, reading, researching, playing games, making content. Oh, by the way, I have another YouTube channel that was pretty successful at one point. I will find literally any reason to avoid everyday life and the present moment. It used to be pretty reasonable for me because all of my work and hobbies required computer, but certainly not to the extent of me spending 15 hours a day in front of it, sometimes maybe even more. I realized this some time ago, and that was partially a reason why I decided to start working with polymer clay, because it forced me to stay away from my computer screen and create something real. And I think this helped me a lot to see and find other things that are useful for me and my mental health. Lately, I've been in a pretty dark place because of another one of my attempts to stop taking antidepressants. I've been feeling very hopeless, frustrated, angry, depressed, anxious, and overflown with emotions, which I initially accepted. But after a few months, I noticed it's ruining my life once again, so I decided to start taking them again. Because obviously my brain needs them, and honestly, not taking them is just self-harm at this point. Like I said earlier in this video, I now realize I can't live like this anymore, and then I have to do the work and to push myself and my limits without any excuses. Because I know it's not too late. Of course, I wish I realized this 10 years ago, but that wasn't possible because I was still very stupid and young and there was nobody to guide me. I now realize that I have to guide me. I have to be my own parent, my own light in the dark, and my best friend. I already have the tools. I have the books and the knowledge, and now I only have to apply it to myself. There is no shortcut, and no desperate prayers are going to heal me. I have to heal me. You know, the truth is, all of my family members, except for one family, have spent their life suffering. They have all had so many hardships and traumas, many health issues and illnesses, and they left this world disappointed by life. And I'm not blaming them, because life let them down and they never healed from their traumas. And the only thing I really wish for is to break this weird family curse, or what it is, and finally heal my soul and my life. Because what's the point of living if you're just surviving and waiting for a miracle? I no longer want to hurt myself and everyone who comes into my life. I miss having friends, events to look forward to, and experiencing true joy of being alive. And it's easy to blame people who hurt me for all of my problems because, yes, they caused my traumas, but I don't want them to have control over my life anymore. So, if you're going through something similar, please don't stop trying. Maybe you will fail, but you have to try again. And then again, you will only fail if you stop trying. And unless you're dead, it's never too late. I often find myself feeling sorry for myself because I'm almost 30 and I haven't really accomplished anything. I feel envious of people in their early 20s who are so much further than I am now, and I wish I was more self-aware and wiser back then. But other people's success don't define my own, and it doesn't mean I failed at life. Sometimes it just means you're still that little kid who has no idea how to navigate in life because nobody helped you with that. Or maybe you only realized what it is that you really enjoy doing. And if you feel like it's too late to accomplish anything, just read an article about people who only became successful after age 40, because it does put things in different perspective. It's easy to judge yourself if you only compare yourself to young successful people, even more when those people didn't have to go through as many hardships as you did. This is probably the hardest video I have ever made. Like I said, I have another YouTube channel in my language, but that's a gaming channel, so there's not really a place for heavy topics like these. I will be probably pretty scared to post this because I don't want to make you guys feel bad for me or even make your problems worse because some of the things I said were very sad and depressing. That's why I didn't talk just about my problems, but I also tried to show you that even if your life has been very hard and people hurt you really badly, you can always find the courage in you to try and heal yourself. Because it's you who decides if things change. And things can change if you give it a chance and step out of your comfort zone, which will never be easy, but it will surely be rewarding. Thank you guys so much for watching. I can't even say how much I appreciate you if you watched all the way through and listened to my monologue. I love you, whoever you are, wherever you live, and whatever you are dealing with. Take care, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!